Everyone is just now becoming aware of how big stablecoins are becoming. For an example, SpaceX, right? We now hear talks about SpaceX using stablecoins to settle and handle payments. And what's interesting about this is now we are starting to see the legitimate use case around crypto shining bright, which is payments. Payments have always been the killer use case around the space, especially in a world where, the payments market has been broken forever. All we really do is change UIs like Cash App, Venmo, etc., and that is not enough. So, with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And also, if you guys are not in the free Discord, what are you guys waiting for? Join up. You won't regret it. It's the first link down in the description below. And with that in mind, let's dive on in. So, yeah, if we look at this post here, we have SpaceX uses stablecoins to handle Starlink payments in remote areas, avoiding FX risk and wire transfer hassles. Funds are converted to stablecoins, sent to the US, and then back to USD. And check this out.
The point is that a lot of companies that you would never think. So, for example, SpaceX uses these stablecoins. How? How do you think they collect payments from all the Starlink customers when they aggregate them in all of these long tail countries? They don't want to necessarily take the FX risk, the foreign exchange risk. They don't want to deal with sending wires. So what they do is they'll swap into stablecoin, send it back to the United States, and then swap back to US dollars. So it's a very useful utility. So number one is, I think we need to make those rails the standard rails in the United States. And what that does is it allows us to chip away at all of this decrepit infrastructure that the banks use to sort of slow down and tax a process that should never have been taxed. The point is that
now, yeah, listen, there's a lot of problems around the FX market, but what's interesting about this is that, Ripple has their RLUSD stablecoin, which is becoming a big star of the show. But then also you look at the FX market and Ripple does dominate 90% of that market already. It's so interesting that we now have some of these big players like SpaceX, for an example, tapping into stablecoins. You got to remember, SpaceX is not some small company. This is one of the biggest companies out there. But have you guys noticed that it's all about X's, especially when it comes to, Elon Musk? All we keep hearing about is, X. We have X.com. We have the Everything app with X. X is, it's always been the focus. X has always been the focus. And if we go over here, we have SpaceX and stablecoin real world use case. We're just now hearing about the stablecoin use with SpaceX, but this goes all the way back to August 30th with Chad Steingraber, and we have year 2, day 42. Every corporation will use stablecoins, as shown here with SpaceX already using stablecoins for global treasury management. Stablecoins globally will be swapping back and forth instantly between thousands of different issuers. RLUSD will be there, and yes, RLUSD will be there. It just makes sense for RLUSD to be tapped in heavily, especially in the US markets. And it is really kind of, hitting those inefficiencies. It's completely crumbling those inefficiencies. We're starting to realize in an efficient way of sending and receiving payments. It's a killer use case. It is a killer use case. We've been hearing about how it's the killer use case for crypto for years now, and it is proof. Listen, it really is proof that it is a killer use case. It's working. It's something that is extremely efficient, and these companies are now realizing it as well, like SpaceX. And even if we go over here, we have Gartner publishes Hype Cycle and states that within 2 years, meaning 2 or less, that stablecoins will be mainstream, including wallets and smart contracts. And here we actually have the full timeline on this. Let me zoom in for you guys. Let's actually zoom in all the way. Now, on the bottom, you can see the time frame here. You could also look at this with the dots on the screen. For an example, if we look at some of the things around here, like tokenization, they're expecting tokenization to be really kind of fully adopted within 2 to 5 years. DeFi, 2 to 5 years. And you can see this around basically everything. With stablecoins, though, it is less than 2 years. It's less than 2 years for stablecoins, which I find very interesting. But if we scroll down, we could see amongst the biggest recent advancements highlighted by Gartner and Layer 2 scaling solutions, DeFi, NFTs, and cross-chain interoperability are the 3 main ones. But yeah, listen, we're very close to crypto becoming mainstream. If you really think about it, we're really kind of teetering on the edge. We're teetering on the edge of regulatory clarity, which will be a big door opening, if you will, to mainstream adoption. And I think that, stablecoins are definitely a big key driver of all of this. If you're sending and receiving money overseas, if you have family overseas that you're sending money to, stablecoins are such a disruptive force, and it completely changes the entire game, the entire time from you sending for them receiving. The whole process is so efficient, it's so quick, it's so easy, and the second that you do it, it's a game changer. Now, what I find interesting about SpaceX using stablecoins and with ROUSD launching, we kind of go back in time a little bit. And this is a post from March of 2024 of this year. And this is from Utility Ethereum. We have December 2022. I wrote this research article on X fulfilling Elon Musk's vision of the Everything app. And this is because Elon Musk posted this on March 25th, which was the circle will be complete. And this is the Everything app. And he has X with, of course, the Everything app basically being on the left side. And if we go over here, we have transformation of Twitter. The new Airbird app is fulfilling X.com's original vision. And if we go over here, we can see that in this report, we will delve into the X.com and the prior discussions of decentralized trust networks around 2012 and how they are transforming the way that we communicate and handle money. We will also review other articles from that time period to try and gain insights into the future of social media and financial system. The research took me about 25 hours to put together, so I hope you enjoy an exclusive reveal of the following content. Now, there is a lot to this, obviously. I can go over this in just one whole video, but basically it goes over all of the connections between Elon Musk and Ripple. And even if we go over to these posts here, where we do have news from today from OpenCoin, a startup that today launched its own digital currency called Ripple. We have OpenCoin has also received investment from the early stage wing, the Founders Fund, a venture firm owned by PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel. Peter Thiel invested into OpenCoin before it was even Ripple. This is like early stage stuff, guys. And we know that he was a part of PayPal mafia with Elon Musk. He founded PayPal with Elon Musk. I'm pretty sure Elon is aware of Ripple, aware of XRP. He's talked about it before. But even if we go to this post here, right, there is an article showing how Ripple Trust Networks, not to be mistaken with Ripple themselves, but Ripple Trust Networks were an early discussion point from the X.com and how they, were basically transforming money, which led Utility Theory to find Ryan Frogger's original Ripple website, which dated back to 2006. And yeah, listen, Ripple has been in discussion. It's been in conversation since 2006. There's been so many plans around Ripple from like the mid 2000s, and a lot of people are unaware of this. But what I find crazy is the connections back to Peter Thiel, because this goes all the way back to like 2012. And a lot of people don't understand that, Ripple has been well connected with some of these big players. I do look at the PayPal mafia, because the PayPal mafia is definitely a big one. We have here the PayPal mafia, Musk, Thiel, and Ripple. In 1999, Elon Musk co-founded X.com, an online bank that later merged with Confinity to become PayPal. Early PayPal employees and founders, including Musk and Peter Thiel, became known as the PayPal Mafia, a collective of entrepreneurs who went on to disrupt various tech sectors. Musk bought back the X.com domain from PayPal in 2012. In July of 2023, Musk rebranded Twitter to X, aiming to transform it into the Everything app, which integrates social media, payments, and more. X has been actively obtaining money transmitter licenses, indicating plans to introduce payment services, potentially including cryptocurrency. Musk PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel has notable connections in the cryptocurrency sector. Thiel's venture capital firm Founders Fund invested into Ripple Labs in 2013. When it was known as OpenCoin. XRP is well known for its efficiency in cross-border payments, and while Musk has not publicly acknowledged involvement in Ripple or XRP, his shared history with Thiel and ownership of the X brand suggest a possible connection. Just like Musk X brand, the logo for XRP is simply the letter X. And yeah, I mean, listen, there's not 100% proof at all of Elon Musk working with Ripple, working with XRP or anything like that. But if we go back to 2021, when he was promoting Dogecoin, the reason why he was promoting Dogecoin was, one, I'm sure that he was milking the retail sector for a lot of money because he was buying and selling Doge. But also on top of that, he didn't care for Bitcoin. Tesla was already using Bitcoin, right? They were accepting Bitcoin. They noticed how slow and inefficient it was. They also noticed how unsustainable it was. I mean, it is a terrible network to use. So he was aware of that. And he even spoke out about Bitcoin then. He said that it's inefficient. He said that there's better opportunities out there in the space than Bitcoin. I'm sure that he knows about XRP and the XRPL. I mean, listen, you're not Elon Musk. You're not around tech all day and not realizing what Ripple is becoming or what Ripple is with XRP. You just aren't. But on top of this, right, what I find very interesting about this is we go back to that original post, okay? We go back to that original post, this video here, okay? We go back to this because Matt, the CIO of Bitwise, said stablecoins are way bigger than you think. This is what drove the bridge acquisition by Stripe, trillions inbound. So he is telling us that trillions of dollars are going to flood through stablecoins. Let me ask you this. Wouldn't it make sense for Elon Musk with X.com to utilize RLUSD or even Circle? It 100% would. In my opinion, RLUSD makes a lot more sense just from a compliance and regulatory standpoint, but also, we know that Ripple has a massive balance sheet. So it's probably one of the best choices for, a trustworthy stablecoin to park your money in. So if I was Elon Musk, I would be thinking the same exact way. And the fact that it's tied back to the XRPL, so it's going to settle fast, quick, efficient, cheap, and in a sustainable way, it's a no-brainer to me. But we'll definitely have to watch, wait, and see. But one thing I get reminded of quite a bit is this post here, back in October, when Elon Musk was asked about XRP, and he could not mention XRP. He could barely talk about XRP. He was so nervous to even talk about XRP. Check this out.
Given how punitive the SEC has been towards crypto under this administration, do you envision the XRP ledger being incorporated into the financial institutions in the future?
Well, I certainly cannot speak to any specific crypto, but I do think that the sort of cryptocurrency is an interesting and probably valuable bulwark against a centralized control. This is definitely not an endorsement or lack of endorsement for XRP, but I do think crypto, by its very nature, it helps with individual freedom.
So again, there really wasn't much of a discussion here. There really wasn't much of a, I know about XRP, I like XRP, or I know Ripple, I like Ripple. There was practically zero discussion. There was just, a little bit of a talk about control and about how, the payment space and, the financial system is basically broken and needs to be restructured and things like that. So, as we really look at what's going on here, I find it very interesting that we see so many discussions around Bitcoin and around Ethereum and around Dogecoin, but we never hear a lot of the talks and discussions around XRP. I mean, I find it very interesting how, a project the size of XRP, right, can't be talked about. It can't be addressed. It can't be brought. Like, even Larry Fink couldn't talk about it. Larry Fink couldn't talk about XRP. He couldn't address XRP. He couldn't answer any questions about XRP. Elon Musk can't talk about XRP. R3 couldn't talk about XRP. I find this very interesting. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys definitely leave a like, subscribe, set notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.